Autobots, transform!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to my latest installment and final installment of my Marvel Legends X-Men Apocalypse series Build-A-Figure wave. And it's the man himself, Apocalypse, or the mutant himself, I should say, Apocalypse, the greatest threat to mutant kind, second to probably the Phoenix herself. And here are all the pieces we need to build Apocalypse. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Been waiting to get this guy out of here. Just his head goes on to this ball joint here. Just going to put that on, probably standard ball joint that fits all the other figures. And take his left arm, lift up this pad, put it in here. Snaps in pretty easily. I wish it was a little bit harder so I know it would pretty much stay in there. And for the right arm, got that in there. Left leg. That's more like it. Got the left leg on there. And now for the right leg. I asked for a little bit more difficult and I got it. There it is. And the final thing that I need to do, I hope I got the right legs on the right, the right on the right and the left on the left. I believe I do. I'd hate to have to do that over again. Take his tendrils, and I believe there's a left and a right one. I'll see in a second. I can't remember which side was which side. Maybe they port in. Nope. They look identical here. Try to get it in here. Swing it around to here. No, I kind of got the feeling this is the other side. Let's try it like this. Could be wrong. Port this in here. Now he's part Darkseid and part Bane. I think I got that. I think I got it right. Looks a little droopy on this one side. Oops, there we go. All right, that's reversed. That's the problem right there. But I wish the arms clicked in a little bit better because it seems like that's going to pop out all the time. It feels like it anyway. So here is Apocalypse in all his evolutionary mutant glory. He is far beyond mutants as mutants are beyond men. Okay, so I stopped just to look at the packaging to see if I had the tentacles correct, and I moved the arms a little bit. The arms are popping out on me, which I kind of don't like. I felt like they were going to start popping out. When I first tried to put them in, it really didn't like click in there and like accept it, like, you know, like some of the other builder figures when you're going to have a hard time breaking it down if you want to break it down. It didn't feel that way on my Apocalypse. So having said that, I'm going to try to run down articulation. I'm going to try to be a little bit heavy-handed on it and see what it does when I get to the arm articulation. But wait, take a look at the figure and the paint and everything that goes with that first. So bring him closer or zoom in anyway on his face. Take a look at his face sculpt. He has an underbite Looks like his teeth are done well. There's a little bit of bleed in there, but it's kind of tiny. A little bit bleed onto his purple gums, if you can see it. But other than that, they look well painted. You can see the individual different teeth in there. You can pretty much count them if you wanted to. And the top teeth, you can see the top gums in there. Coming to his non-existent eyes, and eyeliner is done pretty well. And then the little mouth line, little metallic blue, that's done well. Come to the top of his head. Paint's done well. Done well in the back. It's a little bit off right here. Then the rest is plastic. He really doesn't have paint. Well, the A on his belt. And mine has a little bit of bleed in there. I think the lines are supposed to be all blue, and the corners are bled in a little bit. And he has little silver buttons over here on the sides of his belt. A little black going around, or navy blue, really dark blue there. And I think that's pretty much it for the paint. Don't have to worry about anything coming off of this guy because he's all like plastic. Try to back him up a little bit. Oh, just lost a tentacle. Yeah. Seems like it's gonna be a problem with stuff staying in on this particular guy. This is my first Hasbro Build-A-Figure in years. I think my last Hasbro Build-A-Figure was it Red Hulk? Or maybe Fing Fang Foom. I collected like the first 2 or 3 Hasbro waves back in the day, and then I got out of Marvel Legends. But anyway, come to his head. Apocalypse can look up this far with this snarly, angry face. Can look down pretty far. Look all the way down into his shirt. What's that smell? And none of these guys have like a real rocker side to side. He has a little bit of play in there. Side to side. His head 360s inside this collar that's just floating around. And you can take it out. It detaches if you wanted to have him like collarless, but he's already seen with the collar. And there's 2 little holes in there. Just put it back in. There he is with the collar on. That's the look I prefer. Coming to his arms, you can lift these little pads up and lift his arm up. And it's not coming out now. But you get, oh, there it is. It comes right out of there. There's the little socket. But I knew it when it didn't snap in really when I first put it in. I knew I was going to have this problem. I don't know if anybody else having this problem, but anyway, this is his side to side. He can 360 and the tentacle moves around, and there the arm is again. He has a very simple elbow bend. I guess it's because his arm is so big and his forearm is so big they couldn't double joint it. But it really doesn't come up that far because of his massive bicep. And that's all you're getting out of that. And coming down to his pearl metallic hand, which really looks cool. A little bit of back and a little bit of front. Really not getting much out of that either. His hand 360s. Because his hand doesn't open, he can't hold anything. The 360 is pretty much useless. You know, and yeah, there is a such thing as useless articulation, and that's pretty much one of them. I mean, maybe you can get him angry in here like, "You're mutants," but, you know, it's pretty much useless. Coming to his ab crunch, doesn't click, and actually it's a little soft. I can just give him a slight little push and it folds over. It looks like this guy has a belly button or a navel in there. What is that? I mean, I'm being dead serious. Like, what is that little divot? Anyway, his waist 360, and you can see the belt is like warping up, turning his waist. Seems like that should have been molded on there and turned with the whole piece, I would think. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. And then, of all figures, this guy has the most. He could do the biggest splits out of all the guys in this wave. Wow. Okay, there's that. Get his legs from front to back about this much. The little butt piece on a lot of these guys, you can't get this leg back that far. He has an upper thigh swivel, and it's real stiff. His legs are the best part. Oh, they're real stiff. You can hear them. He has that. He has a double hinge knee. They made sure these guys got the double hinge knee, and he can boot the out of a mutant, out of an X-Men, I should say. No calf or boot cut swivel, but he does swivel at the ankle. 360s down here, and it's pretty stiff. And it goes back. It's very stiff. And it goes front that far, and he has the rocker. He has a lot of rocker on it, so I'm assuming I can get him real wide stand, and both boots are flat on the table, on the ground, however I should say it. Ah, yes, Channeler, your power's no match for mine. But he looks great. The colors they use, the colors in the plastic, I should say, that they use, looks awesome. That face looks awesome. I mean, this is probably the second best Marvel Legend Apocalypse ever produced. Yeah, I said it. I'm still a fan of the Build-A-Figure. I had two of them. I used to have the black variant, and I had the standard one. And a lot of people complain about the legs on that figure being like sunk in. But man, it was just big. It was awesome. The guy could grow to whatever size he wants, or pretty much whatever size he wants. And I really loved it. And this thing is right there. Other than the arms coming off, and I said, like I said before, I knew that was going to be a problem. Other than that, this guy looks very cool. He's ready to take on the entire X-Men squad with the Brotherhood trying to help stop him and whoever else. Now I need the 4 Horsemen to roll with this guy, or one of the sets of the 4 Horsemen. He had many. But yeah, he looks awesome. And just standing on the shelf, man, he's going to be badass. I mean, he just can't stand there alone. I'm going to have mutants surrounding this guy trying to take him down, and whoever else associated with the mutants. He is awesome. Can't wait. I pre-ordered Archangel. I think most people did. I can't wait to put Archangel next to this guy. And some more, to me, he's one of the more signature 4 Horsemen, even though they rotated, but Archangel is the guy you got to have next to him. So he's pretty cool. Other than the arms falling out, his paint's pretty good. The plastic is excellent on this guy. I am George 80s Transformer fan. Get to the stores, grab this wave, build this figure. Please do not steal the pieces and put like other pieces in the packaging. And I'll see you soon. Okay, so real quick, I'm shooting a couple pictures for the end of my reviews like I always do. And I'm just thinking about how he could have used or benefited from some open palms so he can like grab somebody by the throat. I mean, if you're trying to make a display or even playing with this guy, since they didn't put any constructs that he can, like the giant hammer he can change his hands into or anything like that, I mean, he's just a punching machine. Oh, yeah, they are in that bub. Oh, shit. So he's like, I mean, with no change of hands or little accessories to go with him in this form, he's pretty much just Hulk smash, you know, and that's kind of unfortunate. He should have came with like a couple. I know he's the Build-A-Figure and they normally don't do that, but this guy and this character could have benefited from some accessories and a few different pieces.